Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, my team of the highest light and resonance, thank you for raising me out of my bed. Thank you for this blessed Obatala Sunday. Divine masculine, make it hot. Divine feminine, make it hot. I said, Spirit, make it pop. What's up, my unit? I missed y'all. What's up? You're like, what's up with the face? You know why? Because for, you could say, the last 2-3 weeks I've been meaning to really be with y'all, but I've been taking some me time. I went on vacation. I went to Jamaica. Even last Sunday I was gonna leave and do a full moon reading with y'all, and I just said no, I'm gonna just be selfish and I'm just gonna soak in all this time for myself, and I just took the Sagittarius moon for myself. So I'm sorry, because I wanted to be there with y'all, but I don't know, I was just like, Spirit's like, this is me time, right? And then I wanted to really indulge in this message of self-care. So I said, yeah, I had this idea that I was going to make sure to get back into my routines. And one of them was, my mask. So I said, hey, I'm going to make sure I go on and put my mask on. And even if me look ridiculous, me no business. Right? We do what we got to do. Right? So make sure you take that time for yourself, okay? Takes 5-10 minutes, right? I said it's gonna do its thing while I do my thing. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Okay, my unit, go get your mask on. And then somebody's motherfuckers needs to take their mask off. Oh my god. Eventually you have to wash it off, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you have to wash that off. We're gonna start off with the moon. Oh, I had something to say too. Let's get into it. Right? Let's talk about it, my unit. It's so funny. Right? Take time to breathe out. Right? Take time to breathe out. It's so interesting. I just seen a post of the Miss Bailey and her new boo. And it's so interesting because I just want to break it down how I see it, right? Energy, Cancer energy, right? She's a Cancer. Could be true, could not be true. This is how we run on the world, right? But I'm taking in this post that I just seen of her talking about how she had a crush on Michael B before, but she never said anything, right? And she never took her shot. But then she saw this one and she just instantly fell in love. And then she walked up to them in the club and said that I love you. And this one said I love you too. And it's just been ever since. And then she'll die without him. And I was like, what a fucking Cancer. Right? As long as we got... I was just like, what do you mean? Let me tell you something, my unit. What I hear in there, and be careful, okay? Be very careful, right? Because what do you mean you're not good enough? Right? I know in times in life where we our self-worth, we don't see it as much, right? So we put ourselves in situations where, and this is where energetically and karmically the universe and laws come into play, where we don't understand why we're always in the same situation, always meeting the same people. From what I heard from that little tidbit, true or not, but we're gonna analyze it, is that could have been an opportunity that was for her if she had seen herself in that light. This is a space of rejection where we're all afraid of in the world, right? We're afraid of being rejected. We're afraid of literally like getting disappointed or being told no. But you set up yourself for a type of failure in life where you don't get to see, you don't get to grow, right? And you go into a setting where you may have not been in your natural, right, state, right? We're under the influence. And you just go up to somebody and you just say, I love you, right? I got a crush on you, right? It's like, I love you. And then this person just says, I love you too. And then all of a sudden it's just like, so I'm ready to sit back and see what that's going to play out to be. Because this one just said she got dead. If this one leaves her, right? So we have to sit back and see. But I was just saying, like, make sure you're not, that's throat chakra, right? That's heart chakra. That's solar plexus coming into play. Where one can feel comfortable in one situation and do the same thing, but then not in the other, right? And we have to assess these things sometimes where I'm like, look at her, she's a beautiful girl. Like, why would you not feel like you can't shoot your shot over there? And they might have been a better, cute, like, to me, they look like a better couple to me, but that's just my opinion, right? Matters of the heart, eyes of the beholder, right? We're not going to do that. But yeah, I found it funny. You? Mm-hmm. I find it funny. Mm-hmm. So we have take time to breathe out, my unit. Take time to breathe out. Spirit side, pause on the cause. I'm still doing this. I went on 7 days. I wish I had done 10. Honestly, I wish I had done 10 days. I needed a 10-day break. I'm never doing 7 days again. So when this is honoring the time that we need as well, right? We have 8. My unit, we have 8. What do you see in here? Right? We haven't done any of these pictures in a minute. Number 8. What do you see, my unit? This is from the new deck, so we're going to have to read this together. Okay? Number 8. What do you see? This is the Sen-Rizi manifestation. We pulled this before in the beginning when I started using this deck before. We pulled this, right? This is giving me a little bit of like the grid. Remember when we used to have the grid in the other deck? 22. It's giving me like that energy from this deck. This card works to create a positive outcome in all situations. Sen-Rizi works to free you from your problems, your burdens, and suffering by showing you all the many wonderful blessings in life. This card is an ultimate manifestation on every level and every way. It is the complete form of fulfillment. This is the turning point in life. Free-flowing manifestation of all the good of this world has to offer is coming to you. Stay focused on the blessings and you will see them multiply. I like this, right? This is a nice pep comeback, like a nice little pep talk from Spirit right now, right? Real talk, I like this. Because this is what it is. It's kind of like, I'm honoring this a little bit too, right? We're riding the wave, my unit, right? You think I like being away from you guys like this? But it brings me into a time where it's like, in the beginning, when I started off, I fell into the wave of what I thought this was supposed to be. And I jumped into the style of communication where tarot and its whole like YT line and takes you, and it's like it was ridiculous for a second, right? It didn't take me too long to find myself in here, but I can't say that I didn't come in here and literally try to peep the game and it's just like it's just like everywhere else, right? So me taking this time now too, it's like now I honor my breaks. I understand these times of taking out, and at this time I'm happy that I'm not around because like my mouth is hot, right? I have a Scorpio rising, right? And the energy right this time is giving real like the truth, right? The truth shall set you free. Not like, that's why people are locked up still, because they cannot handle the truth, baby, right? And I just feel like it's time for people to be ready when they see the truth coming for them, to not put themselves in a position, not say just turn their back, right? But also to be dumb, deaf, and blind. There's a lot of dumb, deaf, and blind at this time, and it's like, that's why I don't want to talk, because I'm not going back into a cycle of repeating myself where I can get frustrated again, right? This is where you actually know where these spaces in time where you have to, it's not back down, but you have to find a new way of getting your communication through, right? And when you know yourself, right, like me at this time, right, it's kind of like how I operate. I give people enough rope to hang themselves, right? So no matter what I say, no matter how I want to get in the end, I feel like it's justified to me, right? To me. That doesn't mean it's to everybody else, right? Some people don't give enough chances. Some people don't give enough room, right? One mistake and they're just upset, right? And they just like, you have to kind of like have that temperance, right? So when you really hold space in many different areas in your life, you're able to gauge these things and understand. And for me, I can. So really at this time I've stayed away because I didn't want the readings to also be, for me to be projecting into the readings as well, right? getting off course, right? So a lot of times too, I would just come home, pull some cards for myself, see what the energy is, things, right? I would be like, oh, am I going to come over here? Am I going to come? And I'd be like, I'm not feeling it, right? Because I was still lifing, right? So I'm not going to mix my life too much in the readings. The readings really are just like how I give it to you guys, where it's like a daily forecast. Wagwan. I give it to you the days. I talk about my 12 signs and I keep it moving, right? If it gets personal, I try to touch it a little bit. But other than that, you guys see how I go in and out because it's none of my business, right? So if we do happen to actually, right, as I do plan to, right, just revive myself again through my divinity in ways, right, honor your beauty, right, we have spiritual gifts. Thank you, Raziel. Yeah, thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and my talents, right? We're just gonna take this time, right, don't shoot the messenger. You see what I'm saying? Right, spiritual abundance, things are coming in, honor your beauty, right? Right, you feel what I'm saying, my unit? No shade, right? And before you hate on others right now, hate yourself, right? Hate yourself for not taking the time out to do what you wanted to do, right? Hate yourself for not recognizing the fact that you have some gifts and some talents here that are being hidden. You're too busy here, right? With Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? The great gathering, right? We're gathering back together. It's all coming together. The intuitive hits, the soul tribe, Wagwa, link up. You see what I'm saying? We have the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes, right? And we have the Mintakin, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I tell you, I saw we a link up. You see what I'm saying? And this is a thing too where you have to understand, like, even too, my style too, when I'm sitting here and I feel like, I'm feeling guilty, right? I'm like, I speak to you guys in a sense too, right? You're not alone. Keepers of the earth, ancient ancestors, right? They stand behind you. I don't like to be talking every day and coming in like this because I be saying and I need time to actually move for you guys to like. And then if some of y'all don't listen and you guys are just, I'm saying, the message find you on divine timing, right? So I'm sorry if you're like, where the f*** this guy been, right? I get it, right? Hitting them wine glasses, right? It's just really, it's like I need time. I need you guys to have that time to kind of let things unfold. Maybe you guys can go back to a read and see like things like, you know what I'm saying? So everything in divine timing, my unit. Make sure you hit that bell, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Spotify. If you guys like to listen to me as I go into the new year, because there is going to be a bit of both. Not just the cards. Like, I have a lot to say. I just, like I said, I don't want to hurt your feelings because people's minds can't go back and forth too much. And this time is what it's about. Like, you think we're going to have all this time to be going over these things again? There's classes, there's levels, right? You're not there. So me, myself, I ain't taking that time out to be wasting my time. And at the same time, you have to make sure of, like, what class. Like, why would you check off this box and put your ass in an advanced class? Right? That used to be back into my dance days, right? You had beginner hip hop, you had intermediate hip hop, you had advanced hip hop, and then you even had intermediate advanced hip hop, and then you had master classes, right? So where would you be taking yourself, right? Knowing you on your journey, right? I only took intermediate advanced classes because I know I was no beginner. Nobody wants to be that slow, so the motor skills and everything had to intertwine, right? The gifts had to come in through a certain way, right? So it's like I was like, once you know yourself and then you start building, but like putting myself in a master class and seeing how fast it moves in the first time opposed to like actually going into, you get I got my world rocked, right? But this is how we sweat in the world and how we learn and how we grow and how some pieces. But you have to self-assess yourself. A couple classes into the master classes, if you can't keep up, you need to step down, right? You also can't, right? Put lovers coming in here, right? There's something in here where I'm getting this assessment energy, right? Walk with me, talk to me. Like, you're going to go to these classes in life all the time. Put yourself in a class that you don't belong, right? And then that level in skill is not to say that you'll never be there, right? We can't do that yet. We have to build up the endurance, which is not happening because you're being burnt out too fast, right? So after a couple classes now, you're going to let yourself and your ego, right, talk to you a certain way. You're going to let other people put that doubt, that cloud of doubt in your head, and also maybe even talk that trash about you because they can see that you have the potential, right? But they don't want you there, right? And these could be people on the outside, these could be people on the inside, these could be people in competition, this could be people like what you see how all these things are coming in. Instead of reassessing and then you take yourself out. Don't give yourself the opportunity at chance and life anymore. Instead of saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to step down a little bit and work, and let me go into an intermediate. All right? I don't want the tarot yet. Yeah, I don't want the tarot yet. All right? Instead of just taking that break, so that you can actually give yourself like a chance to actually like make mistakes. I think that's what we're talking about too, like making some mistakes, like, right? All Chloe not shooting her shot, it's like making that mistake. Like there would have been no mistake, but it's like you gotta see, and I got over that type of stuff. Like maybe it's this, maybe it's this. If you're afraid of no's in life, my unit, that is like something I want you to go into the new year, like break those walls, right? And have these like try, ask, right? Do, pursue. Because it's like a no, right, only puts you into a next direction of a different door. That if like maybe the no is not now, because we're coming into Capricorn, so time can be something too. If you keep getting no's at this door, right, are we assessing the level, right, or is this just the closed door? And if this is not your door, guess what, there's another. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Right, this right here is our window. This read, what I'm doing, what we're talking about, this is our window for you to see, right? But the door, on the doors, yes. And I've been seeing a Legua as I'm, here we go. You're funny. As I've been seeing, oh my god, my face is black. Here we go, with the red, black, and white. I can't with him sometimes. I've been seeing this Allegua energy since on my trip. Like, he's here to, like, that's why the karma's here, because doors are closing, doors are opening, right? And the way the must slam, and the way the and then still a close, and somebody's like, you're even scared at the sound, right? When somebody's trying to tell you, like, do you hear that? Yeah, your opportunity is leaving. Right? And they'd be trying to grind out like they're scared of life, and they'd be like, "Do you hear that sound?" Like choices, right? Right? That's it'd be like, don't be like some people are like, "What are you afraid about?" Like you know what I'm saying? Like when you hear all the things that they're doing or all the things that have played, it'll be like, and then you could be like, "You don't understand the outcome." Like you know what I'm saying? Forbidden. That's what I'm getting. This is giving some real like so like this. Here we go, lust. All because of some choices and stuff are coming in, and somebody's acting like as if like this was like forbidden. This was never supposed to happen. I would never go down these. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, let's take time and this is where the reconnection energy is coming in. A bit of this too is also spirit asking, Ashe, got you, right? Invisible, all right. This is like a ghosting, like oneself of like this time of actually seeing the breakdown and doing things that are forbidden, the lust, the Scorpio energy that's around here, right? So this could also like literally like some, and this is like, I can't say that this has to do with this has to do with some feelings, right? Your feeling. And I would say like, you know, glitch in the matrix, right? It has to do with your feelings at this time. Like your feelings at play are giving like it's giving me some like talk to me nice vibes, right? It's like giving like somebody. This is like somebody that's in a space of like talk to me nice, right? So it could be going back into things that put you in a sense of feeling good, right? But I'm getting essence of time again, right? We have to be careful it doesn't rob us of our time because we have things to be the spirits like go back here for a second. The manifestation energy, right? We're manifesting those good times back, right? And I get it. Do you see the Buddha face in here? I seen him when I put him down. Do you see him in there? See him in here? Yeah. Alright, let's do a chakra clarity. Alright. We have peace, yeah, with the crown chakra. Alright. And we have play. Alright. There we go. Type, don't kill my vibe. My vibe, like, this is saying like there's a piece here where it's kind of like you don't like you. These are our vibes, my unit, right? It's like longing for one thing, so we the complacency of another. You know what I'm saying? This is why I feel like the soul tribe is gathering. Like we need to like as I said, I'm calling back the energy a bit, right? It's kind of like is he gonna be here tomorrow? If that's what I feel like, spirit's like if that's what you gotta do to like, then this is what we're gonna do, right? It's like somebody wants to, here we go, Knight of Cups. I get it, the devil, I get it. I was just about to say, I feel like somebody's like, no, I need you more. Like they're fighting this decision of saying something of like there's like, I get this. This is also community energy, right? Ten of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting this vibe where somebody doesn't understand the fighting. The fighting that I think that's going on in this that I see there here is really because somebody needs to bring this temperance in, where it's kind of like, I see you, right? This is where somebody's like, I see you, right? It's like fighting is always going down. It's like every time you see this person at like at the family gatherings, like coming up right now, every time it's fighting. But for some reason the icebreaker is like, you could say every time you come and you bring the macaroni, it's the biggest hit of the table. Like, I see you, right? It's something like that. Like it could be soft like that could change everything right now, where it's kind of like, but this is like giving something like where like justice. Yeah, I really feel like this is like giving like, it's just somebody doesn't want to appear to be soft. They think like being like, here we go, Ace of Pentacles, Hangman. Yeah. This is like really giving like everything I work for, right, is on the table, and like love is like Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, something's like, if I like, you just don't want to do it because you just feel like it's going to change things. It's not going to change anything other than the fact that you just see that yourself, that you're like still glamorous. Ashe.